Hey guys, it's your girl Nayarian, and I am back again with another video. Excuse my nose ring. It has like this little piece at the bottom that is making it look like I have a, no, it's not a booger. It's not, it's my nose ring. But if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Make sure to like and comment. And hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post. First things first, I want to say, thank you to everybody who have showed me so much support, especially off of my very last video. That video is almost at 4,000 views. And for the small community that I have, that's impressive. That's really shocking to me, surprising to me. I was very happy with the feedback, the comments that I got. I'm glad it was a lot of ladies that was able to gain from that video and gain some knowledge and felt, a little bit more confident about their surgeries that are coming up. And that I was able to help, people. That's the whole point of me putting out this information, so that it can help someone that is looking for it. Because I remember researching and looking at videos and trying to figure out how can I prepare myself to be making sure that this goes as smoothly as possible. Because when you get down to Miami, baby, it is stressful. You're in a different state. You're getting surgery. It's a lot. So I just want to thank everybody that, all of my new subscribers. When I first rebranded this channel, I only had like 60 subscribers. Now I have 157 subscribers. It may not be a lot, but baby, that compared to my views, I'll take it. I will take it. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I've gained, more supporters within the past couple months. So we're going to keep this going. So with this next video, it's going to be basically me talking about just kind of like a story time, talking about my BBL journey. The first part one is going to be a little bit of what I talked about in the vlog, but maybe just a little bit more detailed of getting down to Miami and then pre-op. And then part two is going to be more so surgery day, meeting with the anesthesiologist, meeting with the surgeon, how the conversation went, everything in detail. And those last couple days in Miami and how recovery was and surgery costs, right? Because everybody want to know how much it costs. So that'll be in part two. So this video that you're going to see right now, I recorded like maybe about a month after surgery. So I was probably about a month post-op, I want to say. And this was June of 2021. So where it cut off at, that's where I started having issues with my videos. And so that's where I'm going to probably pick up and just do another part two. So I just wanted to give a little introduction to that as far as the timeline. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment below. Any feedback or anything that maybe was not in this video, questions or anything like that. All right, let's get right into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So it has been a little over a month now since I've posted my last video about my BBL. I did have a BBL with Dr. Sampson at Seductions Cosmetic Center, and I'm just gonna do a story time video while I was in Miami during my whole journey and the days of me being there. And right now I'm about 6 weeks post-op. I'll be obviously 7 weeks Monday. Today is Friday the 19th. How could I forget that? Juneteenth. So where do I start? Okay. My flight was on a Sunday, which was May 2nd. Right, yep, May 2nd. We got there in the morning. The day before we actually flew out to Miami, I actually got a call from Seduction. They called me, I can't remember what time, but they called me to see when I was going to be landing in Miami. And so I went ahead and told them I was going to be there Monday morning, Sunday, and they told me that they were going to send me a text message to let me know what my pre-op time is going to be. So when I got down to Miami, I didn't hear back from them until like later on in the day, and I did get a text message. Hold on one second. So I didn't get a text message until I believe later on in that day. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I'm gonna screenshot it and just put it in the video somewhere. And I was told that my pre-op time was gonna be Monday the 3rd at 8:30. So anyways, fast forward, we get to Miami. We land about 10 or 11ish. So obviously it's really early. We can't check into our hotel room until about 3 o'clock. I stayed at the Candlewood Suites, the Miami International Airport location. And it was about $860 something around there for the 7 days of me being there. So not bad. When we got down to Miami, we ended up going to, where did we go? And I'm gonna be trying to recap like some of the days because it felt like it was just so long ago. We went to Walmart. We got there and we went to Walmart, and it actually was like, I don't know if we was in like Little Havana or something. Like, I don't know if we was in like Little Mexico. I don't know where we was at, but it was like a Walmart that just looked like it. I don't know what kind of Walmart it was. I was like, what is this? It was, first of all, it was really small, and it just looked really like outdated, but it looked like it was like just like a small little town that we were in, and it was just mostly like Hispanics there. So it was just like, it was just different. That's all I can say. It didn't have like an electronic department. Like, it was just like literally just like almost like a grocery store, but it was like Walmart. But anyway, it did it what it needed to do. We got a couple of snacks and stuff for the room. I decided not to go shopping until after pre-op, so I knew that it was like on-go, like surgeries happening and everything. So after that, we ended up going to Best Buy, and we had to get something for the car. It was like a cord that we had to get for the car, I don't remember. And after that, we ended up going to finger licking. So and we did rent a car too, by the way. We did rent a car. I can't remember the company that we used, but it was a van that we rented because it's really convenient to use something that you can lay down in the back. So we ended up getting like a one of those little family little vans that we got. I can't remember what kind we got, but yeah, it'll be in the video probably, most likely. I have it on video. So we went to finger licking. Now, finger licking, the food is good. And they got so many different locations. I think about like at least about 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. I've been to 2 different locations. So they have a couple of different ones. Ghetto is all I can say. Like, no matter which one you go to, it's ghetto. Miami is ghetto. I'm sorry. Miami is ghetto. Ain't nothing wrong with it being ghetto, but it's just a little bit too much. I'm like, okay. So we get there, security guard all rude and stuff like that, and then like every time we tried to check to see if our table was ready, he was like, well, did we call you? Like, just copping the attitude and all of this. And I'm just like, all right. So we sitting there in the parking lot. It's people everywhere, standing outside waiting. You could tell like a lot of the people looked like they were from out of town. They was coming from the beach or something. People had on their swimming suits and all kind of stuff. And we finally was able to go and sit down and eat after, like, I swear we waited for like an hour. We were starving and we had groceries in the car. So then after that, we obviously went to the room. By the time we did all of that, went to the room, checked in. And I'm gonna be editing clips here and there as I go along with my story, wherever it fits in. I'm gonna throw the clip in there from when I was in Miami. So we get to the room. The room is really nice. It's like a suite. It has a stove, refrigerator. I got a double bed, so it was obviously 2 beds. And it was perfect for it being only 15 minutes away from the center. And they didn't seem to care about people having surgery staying there, because I seen plenty of women there that had their surgery as well. I don't know who they had surgery with, but they were, you know, having their nurse and massage ladies come and, you know, do what they need to do while they're recovering. We pretty much relaxed for the rest of the day. I can't remember what else we did. We pretty just stayed in and got ready for pre-op. So come pre-op Monday, 8:30, I got there. Pretty straightforward, like 15-minute drive, not too far. I got there, walked in, security guard told me that I was supposed to go on the 2nd floor because that was what pre-op was at. Was it 2nd floor? I believe so, yeah. Went there, went inside pre-op, and then when you walk in, there's a tablet. Like when you walk in to the right, you see a tablet, you see an ATM. You go straight to the tablet, sign in. I didn't really know what to do, so I went up to the front desk and I was like, hi. And the lady, she was at the desk and she was just like reading some, like, she had her head down. She was like, yes. I was like, okay. I don't know her name. She had red hair. It was another girl who did a YouTube video who was complaining about the same. I think that might have been the same girl she was complaining about. And it was almost like she was upset or like annoyed. And maybe she thought I was about to complain about something, but I was just trying to like figure out what I'm supposed to do. And I was like, yeah, I just signed in. I'm here for pre-op. And she was like, oh, what's your name? And then she gave me the paperwork and she told me to go ahead and sit down, fill it out, and then when I'm done, come back up and give it to her, and then they should be calling me soon. Her attitude did change a little bit after that. I don't know, maybe she was just like, yes, like what you need now, what you want now. Like I had already been up there talking to her, but that wasn't, I don't know. So yeah, then pretty much I just filled out the paperwork. It's just asking you a bunch of like questions, like, I mean, obviously it has the informed consent in there, so you're letting them know that, you know, you agree to the surgery, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty straightforward. And then after that, I don't remember waiting for that long. I would say probably like 30 minutes to an hour maybe. I was waiting. It was a lot of women in the lobby. It was some women in there waiting to get surgery, or they were there for pre-op. So it was like half and half. They called me back. As soon as I walked in, they weighed me. She told me what my BMI was, which is like a 34, 35, something around there. Then I went and did the drug test. So she gave me the cup. She said, go ahead and pee, and then come back into Dr. Sampson's office. So I went to the office and sat down, and then she just kind of did like a recap of my medical history, even though like I turned all that stuff in. But they ask you you know, any medical history. And I told her that I had a history of high blood pressure, and that I was still taking the blood pressure pills, and that was pretty much it as far as like that, you know. I think they were asking like, when was like, did I stop smoking? Like, you know, smoking and drinking was the last time, all that kind of stuff. Like, I can't really remember. It wasn't like anything like crazy. It was just like basic questions. And then I did a COVID test. So it's like a little prick in your finger that they do. They'll squeeze, you know how that go. It'll show whether, you know, what the results are. Like immediately you'll see whether it's negative or not. Came back negative. And I ended up actually taking a COVID test like a day or two before I left to Miami. So, but I didn't know what the results were, but either way, they came back negative. They didn't call, so that's how I knew that it was negative, you know. What else? I took my before and after pictures. So, the funny thing about it is that like you're in an office, so you're not like, you know, when you go to your OBGYN or anything like that, like it doesn't look like that. It's just literally a desk and some chairs and you're taking off your, I mean, it just felt weird. So I took all of my clothes off right there. She said, okay, go ahead and get naked. I'm like, right here. Go ahead and get naked. And then, you know, you take your pictures. And then that's it. Oh, and then you pay for whatever else that you need to pay for. So I did give her the money for the COVID test. I gave her the money for the drug test for both. Sounds like they're doing fireworks. Sorry. So for both days, so pre-op and post-op, so you'll pay for both. So I went ahead and did that. Now, I didn't have to pay for like a package or anything because it was included into my price. I know some ladies have to do that, but I didn't have to do that. So I just want to clear that up. So my package included a faja, 3 massages, and a BBL pillow. Boom. So after that, we went to Miami because we were staying in Coral Gables, which is where the center is in as well. We went to Miami to go to Fontainebleau, where we went to this bakery that's actually inside of the hotel and got like some desserts from there. I had to hurry up and go back to the hotel room because I had to like submit some stuff for actually both for school, and I had to do something else that was important that I needed to turn in. And so I went back to the hotel room. We actually were supposed to go get something to eat, but we didn't have enough time because we had to go to the IV hydration place. They do pre-op and post-op IVs, and it's supposed to help with like women who get surgery. Their recovery process is like obviously a lot better once they get like the nutrients and vitamins and well, you don't get all of that pre-op because you're supposed to like stop taking the vitamin C and all of that. You're supposed to stop taking that at a certain time. So we went to the pre-op one, and the lady was very informative. She told me like it helps when you're going under anesthesia, and I can definitely tell the difference because when I got out of surgery, like I was moving pretty good and I was very alert, so I think it definitely helped with getting that hydration. Let me see what happened next. After that, we go to Bayside. So Bayside was for real. So we go for real. All right, so we go to Bayside, And it's like an outside like mall, strip mall. And it also have like tourists there and like restaurants there and like activities for you to do. So we did go to this seafood place, and I'm like, I can't believe I just really can't remember some of this stuff. Like, I think the mommy brain is getting to me again. We went to the seafood place, and then we went shopping a little bit. I ended up getting my mom a Mother's Day gift, and then we ended up making it to the boat tour where they take you around and show you all of the rich, famous homes in Miami. We saw a lot of houses. We saw Shaquille O'Neal, couple people, P. Diddy, J-Lo, you know, her ex-husband. But yeah, so that was nice. That was fun. Actually, when I was on the boat, I actually got a call from the Munica, I believe this is how you pronounce it, Monica Private Care. That is the company that I used for my nurse. So they ended up calling me, and they were just asking me what my surgery time was. So when I was at pre-op, they told me that due to COVID, they were unsure if I was going to be on call or not. So they were going to actually call me or text me by like 5 or 6 o'clock and let me know what my surgery time is, or if I'm going to be on call. So at that point, I think they ended up telling me that I was going to be on call. And so when she called me, I told her that I was on call. And then she was like, really? What surgery center you going to? And I'm like, seduction. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, they have been doing that lately. And yeah, I'm assuming it's because of COVID. They're trying to like limit how many people are going to be in there, which I don't really think that works because it's still packed in there. I don't know. But hey, whatever floats the boat. Whatever floats your boat. So she ended up telling me like, well, when you get to the surgery center on surgery day, just let me know when they call you to tell you to go ahead and come in. And then like when they mark you up and when the anesthesiologist will come and talk to you, so that we'll kind of know that everything's moving smoothly and when to like be on our way to the hotel. So that was cool. She was really nice. She was asking me like how I was feeling. Was I nervous? Like I was excited. And then she sent me like some pictures of like how to set up the bed and everything, which I had already, you know, I was already ahead of the game. But it was really nice that she sent me that, because I probably wouldn't have known what to do before surgery. But yeah. So we left from there. Then we went to Walmart to go shopping for some more stuff. So I like went and got like, you know, pineapple juice, like any soup and food that I needed before surgery, because I didn't go shopping for none of that stuff. I ended up getting a blow up bed to put in the vehicle for after surgery, and pretty much just like getting everything that I need, like last minute like stuff that I need. Went back to the hotel room, and then